These are the 6 best things about living in Livonia. 6 things, 6 of them, like having 6 fingers. If you're looking for a list of things that I hate or I dislike about Livonia, that is a whole other video. And if you see something or think of something that I miss, go ahead and drop it in the comments below, because I'm sure that there's more than 6 things that are great about living in Livonia. Starting out with number 6, the location. It's great. It's 15 minutes from pretty much everything. I mean, you can get to downtown areas just about anywhere around. You've got downtown Farmington, downtown Plymouth. You can go to Novi, you can go to Northville. It's all about 15 minutes away. If you ever meet somebody who says that they'll be there in about 15 minutes, they probably live in Livonia. Number 5 would have to be the schools. The schools are fantastic here. All of the schools in Livonia rank at about the 7 to 9 range, which is pretty good for the state as a whole. So, Livonia schools, they're fantastic. Number 4 would have to be the crime. There's just about no crime in Livonia. It's super safe, like super safe. I'll never forget when my friend first got his driver's license back when we were 15, 16, and we would get pulled over by Livonia PD. They would send like 4 or 5 squad cars just for our 15-year-old selves, because I feel like they didn't have anything else to do. They would just come and hang out with us while his car was being searched. Number 3 is the city services in Livonia. They're amazing. Things like the trash. You could basically put a baby grand piano at your front yard and they will come and they will pick that up. You don't have to make any special calls or anything like that. My friend who used to live in Livonia always tells this hilarious story about leaf pickup there. Apparently, you can just rake all your leaves onto the curb and the city comes and takes them away. When they first moved there, they thought it was the norm everywhere and ended up looking like the odd one out. But hey, it's one of those perks of Livonia living that they really miss now. It's the little things, right? From what they've told me, it's not just convenient, it's a whole community vibe. They'd see their neighbors out there doing the same thing, chatting and sharing stories while tidying up their lawns. It's like a seasonal ritual. And the best part? No more backbreaking leaf bagging sessions. Honestly, it sounds like a dream come true, especially for someone like me who despises yard work. My friend always says they'd trade it all for that leaf pickup service again. You won't believe this fascinating story about my friend's old neighborhood in Livonia. There's this place called the Livonia Rec Center, now renamed the Kirksey Rec Center, built in 2003 on the site of the old Bentley High School. Now get this, the rec center was dedicated to the longtime mayor, Jack Kirksey, who happened to be my friend's old neighbor. Can you imagine? As kids, my friend would even invite Mayor Kirksey to their school for any political projects. Talk about a shortcut to an A grade. Let me tell you about this rec center. It's like a wonderland of activities. They've got everything from a full skate park to a rock climbing wall, indoor water slides, and an outdoor splash pad. It's basically a dream come true for families. And get this, it's right in the heart of Livonia. But here's the kicker. The rec center was built on the grounds of the old Bentley High School, and the only remnant of the school is Bentley Field, where they still play football and other games. It's crazy how they've kept that piece of history intact. My friend used to live right behind this place, so you can imagine the memories they have from growing up there. And the number 1, my favorite thing about living in Livonia, is the Livonia Spree. If you don't know what the Spree is, it's like a week-long birthday party / carnival that Livonia does every year. It's absolute crazy, absolute bananas. The very first Spree was done on the 23rd birthday of Livonia. They called it Spree 23. And the 2 big draws to it were that it was free, it's not free anymore, and that they gave out free chicken dinners. It was so popular that they actually ran out of all the chicken dinners and a bunch of people were all pissed and they left. And then the next year, they planned and they ordered more chicken dinners and not as many people showed up. I think because they were mad about last year, they thought the same thing was going to happen again, but it didn't. Important note, it is not free anymore. There are no chicken dinners. If you can find a chicken dinner at the Spree, it's probably going to be like $40, like it is for like a corn dog or an elephant ear. Everything's expensive. The only free thing about the Spree is people watching. You can go there and walk around and people watch all day. I mean, that is fantastic. And at the end of the Spree, they always have a crazy big fireworks display. And my friend actually grew up right across the street from the Spree, so we could actually just stand in his driveway to watch it. So, there it is. There are my 6 favorite things about living in Livonia. What do you think? If you could think of anything else that I missed, go ahead and drop it in the comments below. And again, if you have any questions about living in Livonia or anywhere in Metro Detroit, get a hold of me. It's easy to do. But go ahead, subscribe, like, watch some of these other videos. They're good, I promise.